for this watercolour technique, I'm going to show you spritzing. Now to do this, I need to get the watercolour paint into a little spritzer bottle. Now, I generally do this by mixing it in the normal way, so squeezing out a small piece of watercolour paste from the tube, adding the water, either with a spritzer bottle or a brush, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to basically scrape it into the watercolour spritzer. Now, because I will only use a very small amount, I've actually invested in a very small spritzer bottle. And I got this from eBay probably. You could probably find it anywhere. I think they're just the tiny 5ml spritzer bottles that maybe perfume companies use. But they're fantastic little bottles or spritzers for doing this technique with, because you don't need to add too much. So here's the little bottle, screwing off the top. And then I'm just picking up and dragging over the edge the paint. And it's surprising how quickly this will fill up to the point where you need it. I probably don't do more than a third. You could add a couple of drops of water in there if you wanted, or even a tiny amount of mica powder if you wanted an iridescent watercolour spritz. But at the end of the day, the key important things are that your watercolour is fluid and that there are no lumps or clumps. I'm just masking off one side of that and just priming that spritzer. There we go. Oh, hang on, I didn't mask that very well, did I? Whoopsie. So you can see how well this really covers just with a few spritzes. Okay, I'm going to dry that one off and I'm going to leave it as a single colour. Now I'm going to mask off the other side so that I don't get any cross-contamination. And I'm going to use a clean water spritzer just to moisten the surface of the watercolour cardstock. I'm not looking to saturate and buckle the cardstock, I just want the spritzed colour to spread when it hits the surface of that cardstock. With my big hands and that tiny spritzer, it looks ridiculous, doesn't it? But it's a great technique. And who would have believed it? Just a few scrapes of paint into that tiny bottle, and you've got enough to cover 2 pieces of cardstock there. Probably some more left as well. So I'm just drying that one off, and you can see the difference. The one on the right has bled a lot as soon as those marks hit the surface. The reason I speed dry this one though is so that I retain some of those splotched areas. Now I am just going to add a little bit more in here. And now that that second piece is dried and I've got that sort of nice spread of colour, I'm just going to add a few more spritzes just to give it a bit more punch. I'll have crime scene investigation round with this video, I reckon. One last blast with the heat gun. And there we are, all done. And here's what they look like when they're dried. I hope you enjoyed that watercolouring technique tutorial. If you'd like to see more, then continue watching. In the meantime, please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you'll get notification whenever there's new videos uploaded.